Over the past few years, more and more people have been packing up and heading to West Michigan, especially Grand Rapids, and not to East Michigan, Detroit. Both sides of the state have lots to offer, but let's talk about what Grand Rapids has to offer and why people are choosing Grand Rapids instead of Detroit. How's it going? I'm Joel, I'm your local West Michigan realtor, and I want to talk to you today about what is driving so many people to Grand Rapids. If you're thinking of relocating or moving to Michigan, let's talk about what makes Grand Rapids such an appealing place and why more people are moving to Grand Rapids than they are Detroit. Let's break it down in this video. So let's start with the job market. Now, traditionally, you think of Detroit, you think of automotive, you think Ford, GM, things like that. And that's for good reason, because typically Detroit has been centered more around the automotive market, and that has some ups and downs. Whereas Grand Rapids is a lot more centered on the industry, tech, healthcare, school systems. You've got fantastic employers like Gentex, Steelcase, Amway, Meyer, lots of very large companies with stable job offerings and positions. So the job market here is definitely growing and very strong. Lots of great different industries to be in a part of. And so I would say the job market here is definitely helping drive people to Grand Rapids rather than the east side of the state. So next, we want to talk about the cost of living and affordability. Overall, Grand Rapids has more affordable, lower average price when it comes to just the general cost of living, but also you're getting more bang for your buck with the homes as well. If you think about it, you're gonna just pay less for those daily things, for groceries and fuel and some of those more main expenses that are gonna be in your budget outside of a home price. But the thing is even the home prices are down for the similar type homes or comparable type homes. You're going to be a little bit more cost effective here in Grand Rapids. So when you look at it, it's actually going to be a more affordable place to live on the west side here in Grand Rapids than it is in Detroit. So the quality of life, the safety, the community, and culture are very big parts when someone thinks about where they want to live. Grand Rapids is known to be that perfect blend of like small town USA Midwest, but also got some big city vibes as well. And people love that, and that's one of the big reasons that people are coming this way. And I also mentioned safety. So no place is perfect by any means, but in general, people feel and are very safe here in Grand Rapids. Are there areas that are maybe less safe than other areas? Sure thing. But obviously you become aware of those, and there are tons of areas that are completely safe, and that is something that is noted by many people moving in this area. That becomes something on the forefront when people are thinking of a place they want to live. So Grand Rapids really proves to be a great community of family-centeredness, very activity-based, and I think overall that helps provide that sense of community and culture here in Grand Rapids, and that really thrives and is a big deal, and one of the other things that drives people to Grand Rapids rather than Detroit. So tying in a little bit more kind of that community and culture side of thing, I also want to talk about outdoor lifestyle and just accessibility to activities. So as I mentioned, we've got like the small town vibe, but also the big city vibe. And so there's awesome sporting events for just about any major sport you can find to watch a at least semi-pro team in the Grand Rapids area. And so that's great for those people. But then we're also not far from Lake Michigan. So you've got all the water type sports anywhere in between Grand Rapids to Grand Haven or Holland. And so you've got things like kayaking, boating, all that great stuff. Tons of great hiking opportunities as well. That is one of the best things about this area, I think, is you kind of somehow get the best of both worlds. You get a small but big city, and then you get all the city things that you want to do, but you're not at even 10, 15 minutes away from doing any of those outdoor activities that you want to do as well. And so I think that's a great, priority for a lot of people moving to Grand Rapids. They see how awesome that is, and they go, that makes a lot of sense to me, and I want to make Grand Rapids my home. I said it at the beginning, but Grand Rapids is growing. I have said this in other videos as well, but there are fantastic suburbs. Not only is Grand Rapids growing downtown with new apartments and new housing projects there, but suburbs all around Grand Rapids have really been vibrantly blooming and growing recently. Things like Rockford, Byron Center, Hudsonville, those are all within a 15-20 minute drive to Grand Rapids, and they are all communities that are growing quickly. people notice that and they say, hey, this area is growing in a positive direction and I want to be a part of that. There's lots of opportunity for me here and I want to be a part of that. Now, I've mentioned this in other videos before, but I was born and raised in Michigan, still live here. And if you're not from Michigan, or maybe even not West Michigan, maybe you don't know this or understand or appreciate this yet, but people in West Michigan are proud of Michigan, they're proud of their town. And I think that's something that shows and builds a sense of community. People love the town that they're from, and I think the towns themselves do a great job of continuing to grow and build on that and show the people in their town that they want them to be there and they're developing and growing. And so that just all around creates this sense of community that people want to be there. That's kind of the whole point of this video, is that that's done really well here in West Michigan, and that's a big pull for people to come and move over here. So let's wrap it up again and talk about the things that we just went over. We went over a strong job market. We went over the affordability, the quality of life, outdoor lifestyle, a growth and development of the city, and a sense of community. Now, hopefully some of those speak to you, and maybe if they don't, then hey, maybe somehow Grand Rapids isn't a place for you, and that's okay. But you know what? I've got a feeling it might just be, and we've got something to offer anybody here. And if any of that did speak to you, please go ahead and give me a call or text. I'll link my number here. And I would love to talk with you about moving to this area or just about Michigan in general. I just mentioned it. I've lived here my whole life. I love Michigan. I'm proud of my town. And I would love to just talk Michigan. As some of my friends know, it's just something that I like to do. Anyway, give me a call. Give me a text. Let's talk about it. And if you're looking for a house, I'd love to work with you. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, and take care.